Om is, the right as OM, but really speaking is AUM, Om. It derived from the Sanskrit root called Ava, which means Rakshanam, one who protects us. Tan mama motu, tad vakta, that means you basically avatu. So basically asking me to protect. Therefore, Avaman, that means one who protects and sustains the entire creation by lending his existence and consciousness. Again, going back to Sanskrit grammar, that's the fascinating part. By the rules of Sanskrit, the suffix man in the word avaman loses the last vowel. So it becomes avam. No is gone. And through vocalization process, verb becomes you. And further on, A and U combine to form the diphthong called Om. So that's how the word Om comes. Now, this was Sanskrit grammar, but I'm not going to bore with you. Shankaracharya, in his commentary on Mandukya Upanishad, known as Mandukya Karika, says that Om is the entire universe, all time, and all that is beyond time. And that Om is our essential nature through all the four states of our life. So what are the four steps? If you remember, I discussed in going in deep depth of the Mundaka Upanishad for you guys. There are four different states that we live every day. What are those states? We are awake. Hopefully everybody in the discussion today is awake. Then we go to sleep, you dream. So you are in the dream state. After you dream, you go into deep sleep. And there is a final step, it's called Turiya. So all the steps that we see, awake world, dream world, deep sleep stage, we are nothing but witness. And that witness is ourselves. And that's what Shankaracharya talks in his commentary on Mandukya Karika as well as Mundaka Upanishad. So from it all time arises, it starts the awareness from the moment we are born. So these are the ones which make it Om. That means all existence during that time. And as I told you, that awareness, that who really are, is none different than Brahman. Again, as we discussed last discussion, if you remember, Arun, we talked about how the Brahman manifests through Mahat into the Ahankara, and the Ahankara comes through the mind and then goes to the body, which consists of 5 different elements: Prithvi, Ap, Tej, Vayu, and Akash. And so basically that is how the material world becomes the spirit, what you call words of consciousness, going through the senses, going up to the ultimately the mind going to ego, and that interior ego, misunderstood, thinking that I'm the one who's doing it, has to really realize it's the Mahat, the ultimate Ahankar, which is basically passed on by the cosmic consciousness, but without being actually transforming from one to another. So that's how Purnamada, Purnavidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate. So when Purna comes out of Purna, Purna does not change, because that basically remains the same. It just exists in itself. It allows for Maya or Prakriti to create this existence as it exists. Okay? I'm confusing you completely. So basically he says, So ayam atma adhyakshara onkaro adhimatram padamatra matrascha pada akara ukaro makara iti. That's how the Shankaracharya statement is. So other thing which we described is, it's also another Brahman. How come? How do you make the word comes from the guttural sound, coming from the back of your throat. Ooh. Going back of your throat, you're closing your mouth. Ooh. And how does the ma? Ma is Otyavarna, touching the lip. Om. So Om consists of entire voice system. Regardless of what language you're using it, Om consists of entire language. So that's how Om is. So all words in any languages that you can use is nothing but Om. And again, as the story goes, Om is the Big Bang we talk about when the Mahat is being transferred to the existence of this material world which we think is real. Okay? So that's just a superficial quick overview of Om. Okay?